Hello traders, and welcome to my video on the ADXR indicator, where I'm going to show you how you can catch moves like this one for almost 300 pips. So the ADXR indicator is a smooth version of the standard ADX indicator and is used as a rating of the directional movement while smoothing out ADX values. So the ADX is one of my preferred indicators. I just find this great for spotting market trends and momentum. Obviously, you can just do that with trend lines, but the momentum aspect of it, I think, makes it one of the most popular indicators, especially for trend trading. Okay, and the ADXR being a smoothed out version, the whole purpose is that the signals are just tend to be more reliable for dynamic, rapidly changing market conditions. Okay, so that being said, here we can see a nice uptrend. This is a dollar franc 1 hour chart in the MT4 platform. The ADXR indicator I downloaded online for free. You can find it for your trading platform of choice if you don't already have it. Otherwise, you can just use the standard ADX, which I've just placed here, okay, below the ADXR, which is here. Okay, I do think that the ADX standard version does as good a job, if not better, and is already included within your platform. It's just that some traders may like the visual appeal of the ADXR having that extra line to show a trend direction change. So if we compare them, this one here is the standard ADX that would be included with your platform, and this one here is the ADXR. Okay, you can see that they spot trends almost identical. Okay, so trends, just to clarify, is, if I just zoom in for you, when this green line is above the red line, it suggests an uptrend. Okay, that's the same on the standard ADX. Green above red, uptrend, okay? And then when the red is below the green, when the red is above the green, it suggests a downtrend, okay? You can change these colors if you want, but as an example here, see the red above the green, and you have that downtrend there, okay? If we go back to where we were on this trend, see the green above the red, uptrend, okay? And that's just the basic way to analyze the markets with the ADX. Obviously, in choppy markets such as this range here, there's going to be multiple crossovers, which is why I would never use the ADX for an entry by itself. Instead, I would use it maybe just to confirm a signal or to avoid trading in a choppy market. There is another component to the ADX that you need to be aware of, and it's this line here, which is the momentum. Okay, so basically the higher the momentum, the stronger the trend. Okay, as you see in this ranging market here, the momentum lines are low, right? As the trend increases upwards, gets more power, more movement, the momentum lines increase. Okay. Same applies to the standard ADX here. The momentum line is low, no momentum, ranging or consolidated market. As it increases, the momentum increases, the price, the trend continues. Okay, that's the same for an uptrend. And if we look for the downtrend back here, you can see the market was consolidating here, the momentum is low. As the trend picked up, momentum increased. Okay, so it's as simple as that, really. The advantage of the ADXR is this additional line here. See this red line? So if we place a marker there, it just gives you a signal of when the momentum may start to increase. It gives you almost a base point, because you can just look at the standard ADX here and see it start to increase. But for some traders, just having the crossover lines there can give that added emphasis, and perhaps some may want to consider using it as a trade entry point. As I said, I wouldn't. I'd prefer to use price action analysis, support and resistance breakouts, candlestick patterns for time and entry. I wouldn't just blindly enter on every single cross here, just as I wouldn't on every cross of these green and red lines here as well. Instead, I would be looking at let's just take this trend for example. I'd say, okay, we have reached this level of resistance here. It's been rejected multiple times. This is a 1 hour chart, so this is quite strong resistance we have here. So have these bullish, bearish candlestick patterns, an inside bar there. Okay, the trend is starting to move downwards. We have the crossover of the ADXR. The red is above the green. All the signs there are pretty good for a sell trade. And then, just for that extra confirmation, we could use this level of support here. You see how that level's held up well multiple times. The breakout of that level could have been the entry point for this particular trade. Okay. And then you can see there's 80 to 90 pips profit potential there. Stop loss can just be on the other side of the breakout, relatively tight. You can use a trailing stop. As price starts to move down and there's a pullback here, and then the price continues there, we could move our stop loss here, just lock in the trade. Okay, and then look to exit once we see all of this price consolidation around here. And the ADX. Change of direction here to the upside, and the momentum in the ADXR being low, suggesting that we're coming to range in consolidated market. Yeah, so that would have been one way to enter this particular move, using the ADXR in combination with support and resistance. Then if you want to wait for a trend to form first, that's fine. You can wait for the trend to form. There's a potential entry on the breakout of this support level here. You can see that this support level then became resistance on the pullback. Let's have a look at the ADX. So the ADX was showing strong momentum. There was still plenty left in the tank. And you had the crossover here on the pullback, and then a potential another trade based on the ADX crossover up here. Or you could have waited for the pullback up to this support level, and again the ADXR would have confirmed the trade here. Okay, you see when the red crosses above the green. The only downside to this is the momentum starting to slow down, but it does gradually increase. We still have some bearish divergence to the downside. So there was some potential left in this move. Okay, if we look at the standard ADX indicator, I mean, you just need to judge for yourself if you can spot just read the momentum by looking at the chart, rather than needing a crossover. On my ADX here, I've added a line to it. If you can see this line here, that's the 20 level, and I add the 20 level because I basically say anytime the momentum line is above 20, there is some momentum left in the move. When it's below, I assume that the market is ranging. Obviously I'll look at the charts to confirm, but you can see the ADX being below the 20 level here, and the market is choppy, which would be good if you're range trading, if you want to catch trends. Like I like to trade with the trend is your friend. It can be good to avoid such market conditions. If we go back to this nice uptrend here, just zoom out, and the ADX, you can see where the momentum was high and the move picks up. So you have the pullback, okay, and when you have the pullback, the momentum drops. So this could be a good time to time your entry into a trend like this. Okay, you can wait for a pullback of the momentum, even a crossover in the opposite direction of the ADX. Like wait for the green to cross, for the red to cross the green. Like if we just zoom in on that setup, nice pullback here to the trend line. Okay, and when you see the red line cross the green line, it suggests a downtrend. So the downtrend does continue there, and now we see this level of support build up. We know we're in an overall uptrend because we're looking at the bigger picture. And then as the ADX picks up momentum here, has a crossover there, and the green is crossed above the red, this could be an entry point, which is a really good point of entry into this trade using the ADX. And if you look at the standard ADX indicator here, again, we had the green cross the red and the momentum line of the ADX cross above 20. So again, another way to time your entry. Can of course just use support and resistance, like this line of resistance here. It's a double top candlestick pattern. Is eventually breached, or double bottom if you prefer, a W chart pattern as well, and then price does break out this resistance, then comes support. So that could have been, you can see from these bars shooting up here, traders were watching this. Once this bullish candle came into play and broke that level of resistance there, we had a nice move upwards, which is confirmed by the ADX green above the red, and even a crossover of momentum there. So again, that goes to show if you keep an eye on the ADXR crossovers, you can actually time your entry with those as well, something that the standard ADX indicator won't do. Yeah. And then as you see divergence to the downside here, ADXR is making lower highs. You might want to consider just, you're going to probably be buying too high into the trend. Price action, you know, a triple top candlestick formation there. Price is reversing away. We're making lower highs. ADX is red above green. Momentum is slowed right down, so you probably want to avoid buy-in then, because by then you're too late to the trend. And hopefully you would have got in. You know, this is still quite high. There probably would have been opportunities earlier on in this particular move. Like I'd be looking at this level here of resistance and a breakout from there. Arguably there's you know, there's almost a wedge type pattern in there with this sort of area of consolidation and a breakout to the upside if we just hone in on that. This breakout here, it's nice bullish candlestick patterns. I've got lots of videos on bullish candlestick formations and bearish ones as well. It's just always good to be aware of them for helping to confirm trades, whether you should take them or not. And then if we look at the ADXR, you can see it's also having a crossover at that point of entry. So again, another example of using the ADXR to filter your entry. The key thing is to know which direction you're going to be entering. We do that with our trend lines and also with the ADXR telling us, okay, green's above red, so we're in an uptrend. We have a crossover, the uptrend's gathering momentum. You know, consider taking a trade. Whereas if you look at this crossover to the downside here, we're in an uptrend. We know that from our trend line, and also the green is still above the red, so that's why you wouldn't take this sell trade, okay? Here we do have a crossover, and the ADX does almost cross to the sell side there, but again, we're looking at the bigger picture from really, once we've seen this, we're only going to consider long trades from there on in until we see a trend reverse, you know, see how this plays out. But if that price starts to fall, then we may switch to sell trades. If you're intraday trading, you might just want to buy and sell all the way along the trend. I just prefer to look at the overall bigger picture and get on the right side of the overall trend. Okay, and as the move continues, again, if we look at potential entry points, we can look for a crossover. Thing is, you want to be careful, like you don't really want to buy into the resistance too high, but if we just draw that ledge there, there's a nice almost a bullish flag pattern there, nice up movement, pullback, and And you can see from that breakout candle there, I think that is NFP, non-farmers payroll day, hence that big candle. Nonetheless, still good, a good entry. Thing about this entry is if we look at the ADXR, you can see it's actually showing slowing momentum, but the green does cross above the red. Probably that's only because of that big candle, which just illustrates that indicators aren't always perfect. They can be lagging. Okay, we may have been watching this breakout without needing an indicator because we know we're in an uptrend. We can just draw our chart patterns and look to enter there. Here's a nice ADXR crossover entry. There's a green crosses above the red, momentum crossover there. Allows us to get in on this trend at this point. Okay, it's crossover, crossover on the standard and the momentum, or if you like, divergence to the upside, suggesting bullish continuation. That's obviously the same on both. As I said, both the standard ADX and the ADXR do the same thing, with the added advantage of the ADXR having this extra line for the crossover in terms of showing you the momentum, like the start and the end. I wouldn't use the crossover in the opposite direction as an exit point. Like, for example, if we had bought on that crossover there, I'm not going to exit there. If anything, I'll just move the stop loss to break even. And I prefer to trail the stop loss with lows if in an uptrend and highs if in a downtrend. So as the price moves up, just move the stop loss here. As it continues moving up to this area, we could move our stop loss here, so on and so forth, and just maximize this move as much as possible. Okay, rather than just jumping in and out of trades based on rigid fixed take profit levels and stop loss levels for that matter. I mean, my stop loss wouldn't always be 20 pips because the recent low may be more than 20 pips and maybe less. I might not need a 20 pip stop loss, just as I wouldn't have a fixed, okay, every time the trade goes 30 pips, take profit, because the market may be showing me something else. And if you take 30 pips profit here and then you miss out on, over 200 pips, you're going to regret exiting the trade so early, which is, you could obviously re-enter. There's plenty of re-entry points, but then you risk being wrong, buying too high, paying brokers, spreads, commissions. Just giving yourself more stress, more time chart watching. You can, of course, scale in or scale out, take some profit off the table and bank it on the way up, and use the ADX for that if you want to. For example, this crossover here, if you look at the market, what the price action was doing, it was stalling, consolidating. The ADX did cross to the downside there. The green line began falling. You may have just decided, okay, I'm going to take some profit here, especially if you had entered around this area. That would have maybe been a good time to exit that particular trade, or at least have a break even plus some pips in place. Okay, well, hopefully you found something useful in this video. As I said, this is a 1 hour chart. You can use the ADXR on any chart time frame and any traded instrument. I just find the higher chart time frames tend to give more reliable signals, and that's not just with the ADXR, that's with any technical indicator, candlestick patterns, price action analysis, support and resistance. I'd just rather have less time chart watching and catch bigger moves than trying to pick off 10 pips here and there on the 1 minute or 5 minute chart. I mean, if you can catch a move like this for 200 pips in the space of a couple of weeks, you'd need, if you had a 10 pip take profit on a 5 minute chart, you need 20 consecutive winning trades to make the same amount, not to mention all the brokers, spreads and commissions that you'd need to pay during that time. Anyway, appreciate you watching. If you can please like and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.